So, we have a new trailer from my favorite movie universe, the MCU. Oh my god, I'm so happy. Remember the MCU, guys, and how much we love it? Film has been so quiet this year. There's been, like, nothing going on in the film industry because the MCU has decided to take a year off. Besides Deadpool, which comes out in, like, 2 weeks. But besides that, they're releasing nothing. And oh my god, the industry. Oh, what would we do without all of these beautiful masterpieces like the Eternals and Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania? But don't you fear, next year, 2025, the movies are back. The MCU is back, and we have a trailer today for one of the first movies coming out next year, if not the first movie. I believe it comes out on Valentine's Day. I'm talking about Captain America: Brave New World. And not only is this any Captain America movie, it is the first one starring Sam Wilson, aka Anthony Mackie, who is in the leading role now being Captain America. Spoiler alert, if you have not watched The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, in that show, Sam Wilson became Captain America. Mind blown. It's a show that came out all the way back in 2021. Does not feel like it was that long ago, but yeah, it was, and it's a show that I enjoyed. I don't think it's terrible, but it's also not great. Now, this is essentially the follow-up to that. It's supposed to be the first movie where we're really going to be building sort of an Avengers team. There's a lot of rumors with this movie, a lot of different things that could happen with crossovers and characters showing up. I'm going to get into some of that, some theories, and I'm going to talk about this trailer. And all jokes aside, kind of making fun of the MCU a little bit in this early part of the video, I actually think this trailer looks okay. Before I get into this, please make sure to like this video, subscribe for more, turn on notifications. I upload every single day on this channel. Haven't missed a day in months and months on end. Videos just like this about movies, TV shows, video games, all that jazz. So Captain America: Brave New World is going to follow Sam Wilson, who is this new Captain America, as he works with Thunderbolt Ross, who's been recast as Harrison Ford. Because, of course, unfortunately, William Hurt did pass away a couple years ago. And instead of letting that character just kind of like phase off into the MCU, they've recast him as Harrison Ford, who is playing this character as he is the President of the United States. And we're going to get a political drama. We're going to get a spy drama, something that at least this trailer is trying to get across the sense that this is more in tone with something like the Winter Soldier and Civil War versus the typical comedy nonsense that the MCU has been giving us. We've gotten word that there's going to be a bunch of villains in this movie. Obviously, by the trailer, we're getting Red Hulk, which is the alternate personality of Thaddeus Ross, of President Ross in this movie. We're also getting the villain from The Incredible Hulk. I can't remember his name. The Leader, played by Tim Blake Nelson's character. I think the basic premise of this movie that I've gotten from like different leaks and different sources is that it's going to be kind of a team of bad guys facing a newer Avengers team, and who is on both those teams is kind of a mystery. There's another reason why it's a mystery. We kind of had an idea of what this movie was exactly, right? We had a lot of leaks about it, about kind of where the story direction was going, what the themes of it are, and I'm just going to be honest without spoiling anything. It sounded like a disaster. It sounded like a movie that is going to have a billion videos made on it, talking about how terrible it is and how woke Disney is. Like, I could practically hear the Critical Drinkers video on that movie right now without ever seeing it, just based on the leaks that I had read. That movie did do test screenings with an original cut of the film that apparently got pandered, and that's the cut that did leak out. They went back and they did so many reshoots for this movie. They did that, pretty much reshot the entire thing, so who knows what this movie actually is. They have shoehorned in Giancarlo Esposito, who we do see in this trailer, a guy that was not originally in the movie. Now he is. Now, of course, with Giancarlo Esposito, he's one of the best actors in Hollywood, one of the best villain actors in Hollywood, maybe the most iconic villain actor we have right now, and he has played villains in so many different things, and he's clearly playing a bad guy here, and there have been discussions for years and years and years of who Giancarlo Esposito would eventually play in the MCU. Would he play a Doctor Doom, a Magneto? Would he take the reins as a good guy and maybe play Professor X? Now, we have no idea who he's playing in this movie. There's a lot of people theorizing, a lot of people doing different things, trying to figure out who he actually is. From the trailer, it's hard to tell. He's a dude with guns, and he looks really cool. He looks like Giancarlo Esposito being a badass. My guess is he's going to be one character, and that character is going to merge with another larger MCU character, that being Doctor Doom. That's my feeling. He's playing Doctor Doom because that would be awesome. But I might be wrong. I'm probably wrong. I'm not going to get my hopes up. But God, if he's just playing some random character that's going to get offed, what the hell, Feige? But what else can we tell from this trailer? It's edited really nicely. Listen, Disney, they're the kings of making trailers. I wish they were as good at making movies as they are at making trailers. I mean, go watch any of the Star Wars trailers. They're all awesome. The people that work at Disney that are in the trailer department need a raise. They are very, very good. They should make the movie. So yeah, this trailer's edited awesome. It's badass. It's hard-hitting. It seems like something that I would have gotten extremely excited for like 8 years ago. Right now, I've learned my lesson with the MCU. I'm keeping my expectations low for this. But I like Sam Wilson as a character. I think Anthony Mackie's a great actor that's deserved a spotlight role like this for a while and just hasn't really gotten it. in Hollywood. I mean, the last time I'd really seen him lead something was kind of The Hurt Locker, but even that, he's not really like a lead-in, so it's really nice to see him get the leading role of this film and truly be kind of like this different version of Captain America. It's also going to be interesting to see how they handle a Captain America movie without Chris Evans, without Steve Rogers, because everybody's expectation for Captain America is one thing: for it to be Chris Evans, this badass dude. Sam Wilson, although he is Captain America, is a very different Captain America. He's not a super soldier. He's just a dude that flies around in a suit. He does little flying shit. It's kind of like Iron Man and Captain America in one character, and I kind of hope they lean into that, but I doubt they will. But he's a great character, and I'm excited to see how he performs and how he, how they bring out this version of the character, and hopefully they just don't shove wokeness down everybody's throat like I think they're going to do. I'm also excited to see how other MCU characters kind of phase into this. I've heard rumors and some leaks about who may or may not show up in this. I'm not going to talk about them here, I don't want to spoil it, but it is exciting because the thing about the MCU that we've really been missing, that the MCU has been missing, and that we just haven't had really since Endgame, is the crossover stuff. That's what we get excited about. We have all these characters that we love and we enjoy, and seeing them come together and interact is what makes the MCU actually work way more than it should. Even when the movies aren't as good, we haven't really gotten that lately. So right now we're in a spot where the MCU could get more exciting. You're getting some crossovers like Deadpool and Wolverine that are just so exciting, and I'm hoping this movie brings together some of these characters and gets us more invested in what's going on in the universe. But that probably won't happen. It'll probably just be really boring and miserable, and we'll all complain about it on the internet and then forget about it and move on to something else immediately afterwards. But either way, I'm still kind of interested in this. I think the MCU has an interesting slate of films coming out next year. Mainly Fantastic Four, I think, is the one that we're all going to be really looking at and focusing on to see if they could pull that off. But outside of that, this is a movie that just was not on my radar that much. Now it's a little blimp on my radar, maybe? I don't know. Probably not. No, it's not. It's not on my radar. It's a movie that I'm going to see and review and probably not think about between now and then, but I'm thinking about it right now. Also, another weird fact, this movie was once called New World Order, and they changed the title. I wonder why. Is that cutting a little too close to home, Bob Iger, New World Order? I promise I'm not a conspiracy nut. I don't believe that Bob Iger's hiding aliens in the basement of Disney. Bob Iger's buying our politicians, and that Bob Iger's secretly controlling our country. Bob, what are you doing, Bob? What are you doing there, Bob? I'm kidding, we love Bob Iger. Except for the fact that he kind of is responsible for killing Star Wars, but that's okay. Thank you guys for watching this video. Let me know what you think of Captain America Brave New World down below. Leave a comment, subscribe, turn on notifications, all that stuff. I'll see you guys in the next one.